Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Friday and I hope you all had a great week. Well, today we are going to be starting this Waterfalls with Roses that I got this morning from FGNormal, and we're going to be starting right up here in this area, and the color is a green. It's 3052. And it's kind of a greenish yellow or a light olive green, if you will. So, yeah, there's a nice, great big area there. So I thought, why not, right? Well, yesterday didn't quite go as planned. I had to go and babysit the grandkids, which was fine, because my daughter and son-in-law had some things they had to take care of. So I was only there for about 3 hours or so. And yeah, we didn't go out to eat or anything like that. But I took my hairpins with me. And, I was working with that blue yesterday. Well, I had, the other half of the blue thread. So I stitched it in. And then I realized I brought, scissors and thimble and extra needles. I didn't bring the rest of the thread. So, yeah, I didn't stitch on that anymore the rest of the time that I was there. Did stitch when I got home on it, but yeah, couldn't believe I left the whole. Of course, it has this ginormous bag of thread that goes with it, so it's no wonder I left it there. So I think I may have to watch them again today for, a couple hours, because my daughter has to go and take my grandson to his job interview. Yes, he's going on a job interview today. Yeah, I'm still tired from yesterday. I don't know why I was so tired. Didn't sleep real well the night before, so I guess I'm still playing catch up. Yeah. Came home and abruptly took a nap. So, yeah. And I cooked, sometimes we have hamburger that comes in it. I'll call it a tube, but this is a small one, not the great big huge one. And I'll cut it in half and I'll make, my big hamburger. Yeah, or a couple big hamburgers to eat. Well, I had that left over, so I had those beef stroganoff packages by Knorr, Knorr. So I just fixed one of those in the hamburger and put it in there and had beef stroganoff for dinner. It was not real enlightening. I probably won't do that again for a long time. I usually, when I'm going to make it with 2 packs, so there's enough sauce to go around. Well, yeah, I was just trying to make something to fill in. So, yeah, that was not too exciting. I did have some garlic bread with that. I have that pre-made garlic toast, if you will, that you get at the grocery store brand. I don't know who makes the other one. I can't even begin to tell you about that, but as you know, I have an over surplus of garlic toast, so I just thought, well, that'll go with that. So that's what I had for dinner. It was quite filling, but it was all right. It just needed a little more seasoning, something else added to it, but I was too tired. I couldn't even think about what it was that it needed. Sometimes I can do those things just by osmosis, but I don't know. It wasn't coming to me yesterday. So, yay. Yay, yay, yay. The weather was nice, though. I mean, it did get cloudy like it always does. It looks threatening. Nothing happens. If it did, I missed it. I'm watching Outlander again. I started from the beginning, so we'll see how long that lasts. But at least it's something in English that I can watch. And I know who all the players are, so I know what's going on. I can just sit there and stitch on things. And today, I don't know if we're going to go out to lunch or not. I do have to go get some groceries, and sometime this weekend of mine, I have to go do laundry because I'm out of big towels. When the company was here, we went to the hot springs, so that required 2 extra towels, and yeah, so it'll be a towel washing affair. I just love it when that happens. I usually don't, have more than 2 loads. What I'm wearing when I'm not at work, and then my work clothes. I kind of like to wash them separately, but yeah. I can see this being a 3-load day. Whatever day that deems it's going to be. And there's a lot of people in town, so just don't know. Oh, goodness. So what is everybody else working on? Hope you're working on something fun. This is very nice fabric. By the way, before I forget to say that, I like that it's that thin stuff, and the thread is wonderful. So no complaints. And I can see all the symbols, so haven't gotten any place where I can't see the symbols, because sometimes that happens. I haven't gotten into any area like that, so we'll see as it goes along. And I got my little dog needle minder today. He looked like he could be running around out there in those woods, checking out the creek. Find a home for that. I wanted to start on one of the roses, but yeah, that didn't happen. It was a little too far over, if you will. And it was all the way towards the bottom half of the picture. I'm sure there was some up. About halfway is when all those roses start, so we'll see how far I get, but this green is a lovely color. It's lovely if I could just hit the right hole here. I'm stitching along, and then I'm on the wrong hole and square. There we go. Much better. So it'd be interesting to see all the shades of purple. Purple. I'm looking at purple, and I said purple. Shades of green, and how they all look. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll want to go to the laundromat. It'll depend. I have to pass the laundromat on the way home, so I'll see how many thousand people are there. Because it's usually busier on the weekend. Of course, people have to work sometimes during the week. And others, are like me, have weird days or whatever, so. But I just don't seem to find time to do the laundry on any of my work days. So, fun times. And of course, I'll have to take out the trash. I know it'll be a real traditional Friday, won't it? Because after a while, sitting inside the house, it needs to go. Oh, and when my friend came from Arizona, they brought me I think it's 3-drawer. Yeah, 3-drawer, kind of a short dresser, because I have nothing. I have no closets in this place. None. And I had all my sweaters for winter all stacked up on my dresser there. So they brought me a lovely dresser, and I have to fill it. So I might get to that as well. Because the not chest of drawers, the big dresser that I have, it's like 8 feet long, but the shelves are only like, I don't know what that is, 6-7 inches deep. They're not the big, yeah, it's about useless. It also comes with a great big huge mirror that's attached to it. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and it's oak. And so it's been sitting in the same spot that my daughter and I got it to, because that was the only wall that would hold it, and put the mirror up because I didn't want it hanging fire 24/7 all the time. So yeah, that was a feat in itself. It took 3 of us to get that mirror attached to the back of that dresser when we put it in there. So yeah, it's not moving anywhere. So fun times. But some of those clothes I really need to go through and get rid of some, and some, you know, just reorganize. After a while, it just gets on my last nerve. But consequently, there's no place to hang all the sweaters. I usually reserve that for, you know, like my work shirt and my pants that I use at work. And then the rest are sweatpants and jeans. And yeah, we don't live a real fabulous life here. And wear fabulous, fabulous clothes. But the sweaters are getting out of control. I keep accumulating sweaters. And as you know, that's the longest season, shall I say, that we have here. So naturally, I have more clothes for winter than I do for any other season. So, which is nice, because sometimes I wear them inside. Sometimes I just put on one of these sweaters because they are heavy, some of them. And others you have to wear a coat with. But yeah, there just seems to be 15 to 20 sweaters. It's like, holy cow. All right. Let me just anchor that puppy down, and then I'll flip it around. It almost matches the green right over here on the picture. Let me pull you out. There we go. And I'll hold it up. Isn't that a pretty green? And it's right next to another green. I'm not sure what color green that's going to be. It says 13. It says 500. Okay. I'll take your word for it. So somewhere in there might be some blues down further, like by the waterfall and everything. So we'll have to just wait and see. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.